The night was heavy. The forest stood silent. Even the crickets were quiet. Tane, a young boy, held his breath. He had heard the sound again. Boom, boom, boom. It came from the abandoned moorang at the edge of the village. No one lived there. No one dared to go near it. The elders had warned, if you ever hear the drum at night, do not follow it. But curiosity burns stronger than fear. Tane stepped closer. Long ago, when headhunting ruled the hills, the strongest warriors owned a drum. It was no ordinary drum. It was said to call the spirits of dead warriors. When it was beaten, shadows would rise, and no enemy could defeat them. But one night, after a raid, the drum was stolen. The thief, a greedy man, tried to play it for himself. He was found dead, his eyes wide open, his tongue bitten off. Beside him, the drum dripped blood instead of sound. The elders buried it inside the moorang and sealed the door. They prayed no one would ever touch it again. Yet tonight, Tane had heard it. The moon hid behind clouds. The moorang stood like a black shadow against the hills. Tane's feet trembled, but his mind whispered, what if it's only a story? What if I see it myself? He pushed the old wooden door. It groaned as if alive. Inside was darkness. The air smelled of rotten dust. And then he saw it. The drum. It sat in the middle of the room, huge, covered in old skin stretched tight. Strange marks, like claws, scratched its sides. The moment Tane stepped in, the air grew colder. Something moved in the corner, but when he turned, nothing was there. Then the drum spoke. Boom. One beat. Soft, but it shook the walls. Tane froze. His breath came in gasps. He wanted to run. He wanted to scream. But his legs refused to move. The drum beat again. Boom. Boom. Dust fell from the roof. A chill touched his back. He turned. Shadows crawled out from the walls, tall, thin, and headless. They moved without sound, circling him slowly. Tane's lips shook. Go away, he whispered. But the drum answered instead. Boom. The shadows came closer. From the drum came a voice. Deep. Broken. Not human. Blood. We want blood. Tane screamed. He stumbled back, knocking over a broken chair. The voice continued. Bring us a head, or give us yours. The shadows stretched their arms, long and bony, reaching for him. Their touch was like ice. Tane ran. He pushed open the door and fled into the night. Behind him, the drum beat faster. Boom, boom, boom. The whole forest seemed to answer. Dogs howled. Birds burst out of trees. The river roared louder. Tane reached his house, panting. He told his mother. He told the elders. At first, they scolded him. Foolish boy, we warned you. But then, they too heard it. The drum. It echoed across the village. Slow, heavy, endless. Everyone gathered outside. Faces pale. Hands shaking. The oldest elder whispered. The drum has awakened. The spirits of the headhunters will not rest. That night no one slept. At dawn, the village awoke to screams. A hunter lay dead by the river. His head was missing. Blood painted the stones. The villagers cried out in fear. The drum, someone shouted. It has claimed him. That night, the sound returned. Boom, boom. Again, another villager died. His head was gone. No trail. No footprints. Only silence. By the third night, the villagers knew the truth. The drum demanded a head every night. Tane sat in shame. It was his fault. He had entered the moorang. He had awoken the spirits. His mother wept. If we do nothing, all of us will die. The elders gathered. They decided, we must destroy the drum. But how can one destroy what is not alive? The bravest warriors took torches and spears. They entered the moorang at dusk. Tane followed, hidden in the shadows. Inside, the drum waited. Silent. Still. The men set fire to it. Flames licked its sides. Smoke filled the room. But then, boom. The fire died instantly. The torches went out. The room grew dark. A scream tore the air. One warrior fell, his head rolling across the floor. The others fled in terror. That night, the shadows left the Morang. They moved into the village. They wandered the streets, tall and headless, whispering. Children cried. Women prayed. No one dared to look them in the eye. The drum's voice echoed. Bring us blood. Bring us heads, or we will take them all. Tane knew what he must do. He was the cause. He must be the sacrifice. That night, he walked alone to the Morang. The drum waited. The shadows stood still. He spoke in a trembling voice. Take me. Leave my people. The drum answered. Boom, boom, boom. The shadows closed in. But instead of killing him, they stopped. A laugh echoed. Cold, cruel. You are brave, but foolish. The shadows stepped aside. From the drum rose a figure, tall, with burning eyes, carrying a dripping head in his hand. He pointed at Tane. You are not enough. We want more. We want all. Tane screamed. The figure lunged. The villagers heard his cry. They rushed to the Morang. Inside they found nothing. No Tane. No shadows. Only the drum, beating by itself. It has not stopped since. Every night, it echoes through the hills. Every night, people vanish. Some say Tane still walks with the spirits. His eyes empty, his hands red, a servant of the drum. And when the drum beats, they say, another head will fall.